Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. This is on Rashaire Griffith-Garner, the 20-year-old who went missing. I blogged on him a couple of days back, but I got another blog, and they are saying that the body that was in the cemetery is Rashaire Griffith-Garner. People on the streets are saying they may be looking, they meaning the police may be looking for DNA samples from the family, but they already know that no 20-year-old goes missing. I even stated that you're not going missing in Barbados, okay? You're either out with a chossel. If it's a young girl, she's either out with an older guy, but you know, it's missing, not missing in my book. So when you hear a guy is not accounted for, you know what has happened, okay? So anyhow, they're saying that he was found in Westbury Cemetery with a dead dog next to him. So that means that if you're smelling something, it's like, oh my God, something has died, and you look over and you see a dead dog on its back and its feet in the air, you know, it's just how you see them, you know, on the back, feet bloated, feet in the air. You're gonna say, oh, there's a dead dog over there. That's what we are smelling. And, you know, it can go for weeks and weeks without actually checking closer, because you're going to think it's the dead dog that you're smelling. So that was a good move by if it was the silent zone people or the graveyard gang people, whoever did it, they're using some, I wouldn't call it a skill. I don't know what to call it, but you know, they threw you off for weeks. You were thrown off for weeks because you thought that smell was coming from that dog that you saw over in the corner there with his legs up in the air. But anyhow, let's go back to this blog. They're saying that they held Jalani Barker. I'll try to find his face. It is alleged that Jalani knows what's going on. And it seems as though Rashaire had a girlfriend and she was living in Richmond Gap, and the police picked her up first, but they let her go, and she has now moved with her father. She's living with her father, and they're saying that Rashaire used to line in the graveyard gang territory, and it's been alleged that he stole weapons and pharmaceuticals from the men down there. That's what they're saying, that he took away their illegal possessions, and the men in that area went after him. There's a guy named Gangster. There's a guy actually named Gangster. So Gangster and his friends, it's been alleged that they took care of Rashaire and they put him in the cemetery. And there's a 15-year-old tomboy who used to be with them. I don't know. I blogged about a tomboy. What's her name? Her name is Kishara Beckles. I don't know if that's the same tomboy that they're talking about, but her name was Beckles. And they're saying that, let me see what they're saying about the tomboy. There is a girl, obviously, that used to hang with them, and okay, I don't understand what they're saying here. A 15-year-old tomboy girl she's with them, and they're looking for her. They're looking for her, and she cannot be found, or she can't be found. She's with her father. Or her father can't tell her anything. Her father's name is Stephen Brooms, and they're saying that father can't tell she nothing, and her father's name is Stephen Brooms, and they're looking for her. Somebody's looking for her anyhow, but she cannot be found. So let's hope she's not missing. Let's hope she's just like say, you know what, I'm gonna stay out of the limelight. I'm just gonna stay to myself until this whole thing blows over. But yeah, Rashaire Griffith-Garner, they're saying that it's him. Like I would say, it's being suggested. You know, they say, "Why are you saying it's being suggested? We told you." I said, "But you didn't get the DNA." They said, "We are telling you. You know, we are from this area. Okay, we are telling you that it's Rashaire Griffith-Garner. We are telling you it's him." And I'm going. I said, "Well, I have to say it's suggested that it's him because." You know, the DNA, you know, they have to match the DNA. So from the streets, they're saying that the body that was found in Westbury Cemetery is Rashaire Griffith-Garner. And what they did to camouflage that crime scene was to put a dead animal right smack there with him, so that when people in the area had that little whiff, depending on how the wind blew, you know, you get a little whiff. And then if you follow your nose, you know, some people may look over and say it's coming from that direction. You know, you know how it goes, right? And if they look over and they see something on the back and the legs up in the air, they say, "Oh, it's a dog." So it was a nice move to throw people off the mark for months, because I think he's been missing now for more than a month. Well, here it says that he's been missing for more than a month. So he's been missing for a good while, okay? So this here is Rashaire. Ooh, that's Rashaire. That's Rashaire. Okay? So he has gone to his maker. You know, I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. You have to wait for the Barbados Police Service guy to name this. I think it would be, if they're like, they're on me, okay? They have me in a net lock at this point. And if they're saying, well, it's him, I'm going to put up murder number 18. I'm going to list him as murder number 18 in Barbados. How you like that? How you like that? Okay? This is Sherry Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.